All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about a marketing strategy today that at first sounds completely insane. But trust me, it's actually kind of brilliant. It basically flips everything we thought we knew about sales on its head, especially now in the age of AI. So get this. The whole idea kicks off with a real story about a small company. They put an AI chatbot on their website, standard stuff. But this chatbot does something that would make most business owners break out in a cold sweat. It sometimes tells a potential customer, hey, you should probably go buy from our competitor. I know, it sounds crazy. But what happened next is even crazier. Their sales tripled. Yeah, not a 10% or 20% bump. They tripled their sales. So the big question is, how on earth does sending customers away lead to that kind of explosive growth? Well, let's break it down. And look, this wasn't just some lucky accident. This is a story about a massive shift in how you can build real, lasting relationships with customers. And it all starts by totally rethinking what an AI is supposed to do in the first place. Okay, so here's the secret sauce. They built what we're calling an honest AI. Now, most chatbots are programmed to do one thing, push for the sale no matter what. This one, its only goal was to genuinely help the customer find the absolute best solution for them. And if that best solution happened to be made by another company, the AI would straight up say so and even give them the link. So where did that 3x growth actually come from? Well, this chart explains it perfectly. About half of it, 50%, was just pure word of mouth. People were so blown away by the chatbot's honesty that they couldn't stop talking about it. The other half? That came from way higher conversion rates for the customers who stayed. See, the AI acted like this incredible filter, politely sending away the bad fits and leaving only the perfect fit customers, who were then super happy to buy. And all of this points to the real core of the strategy. We are watching decades of marketing wisdom get turned completely upside down. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about business. So on the left, you've got the old playbook that built like every marketing funnel for the last 30 years. It's based on the idea that customers are hard to find, so you have to grab every single one and push for the sale. But the new logic, over on the right, gets that in our hyper-connected world, customers are everywhere. What's actually scarce is trust. So the goal isn't just to make one sale, it's to build trust by being ridiculously useful, even if it means losing that one transaction today. So you might be asking, okay, but why is this radical honesty so powerful right now? And it's not a coincidence. It is a direct result of the world that AI itself has helped create. Let's just sit with that question for a second. In a world that is just flooded with ads and information, what has really changed that makes sending a customer to your competitor a winning move? And here's the answer. It's incredibly simple, but it changes everything. It's because AI has made it incredibly cheap to lie or, to be deceptive on a massive scale. Suddenly, anyone can pump out endless, slick, persuasive marketing that might not be entirely true. And deep down, we all know it. I mean, just think about your own experience. We are swimming in a sea of AI-generated articles, fake Amazon reviews, and ads that follow us everywhere. There's just so much noise that our default setting is skepticism. We pretty much assume everything is an exaggeration. And in that environment, being demonstrably, shockingly honest becomes the rarest and most valuable signal you can possibly send. Okay, so this sounds cool in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Let's switch gears from the why to the how and look at a practical game plan. The cool thing is, you can start really simple. Step 1, just create an honest page on your website. Seriously, just a page that says, here's what we're great at, here's what we're not so great at, and here are a few situations where our competitor is probably a better fit for you. That single page can build an insane amount of trust. Then, step 2, if you're ready to level up, is to do what that company did. Build your own honest AI, trained to put the customer first. And this really is the main takeaway here. This isn't just about being a good person or having good ethics, it's about using trust itself as a core business strategy. For so many of us, this is a powerful, powerful new competitive edge. And this is so important, especially if you've ever felt that those old, aggressive, pushy sales tactics just felt kind of gross. That gut feeling, that natural desire to be direct and truthful. Well, for years, that might have felt like a weakness in a world obsessed with growth hacks. But now, in this new era, it's your superpower.
When you get right down to it, the ground has completely shifted under our feet. AI didn't just give us new tools, it changed the entire game. The winning moves aren't about tricky funnels or conversion hacks anymore. They're about old school virtues, patience, honesty, and a real desire to just help people.
Look, I get it. This feels risky. It feels like it goes against every business instinct you have. But maybe the real risk is sticking to the old playbook when the world has already changed the rules. So here's the challenge. Just find one small way you can be radically honest with your customers. Put it out there and just see what happens. You might be shocked at the trust you build.